I mean, CHAY, Fioris, rough position to be in. And a Smith button gets out one there.
I
know.
Surely not, right?
I mean, it's CHAY.
Oh, surely. It's CHAY.
Oh, no.
It's CHAY. And
Oh,
he's
no.
going to be showing them today.
Oh.
He's going to play with them around this pillar. And
No.
Fala galera, beleza? Sejam bem-vindos a mais um vídeo. E no vídeo de hoje é os highlights, são os melhores momentos das partidas profissionais de CS. Caso você curte esse quadro aqui no canal, não se esqueça, se inscreve aqui no canal, sua inscrição é muito importante para a evolução do mesmo aqui na plataforma. Seu like mostra pro YouTube que você curte demais esse estilo de conteúdo, fechou? Deixa de enrolação e vamos pro que importa, são os melhores momentos. Bora lá.
you know, result in the world. However, it's still popping off the paper, just like popping into mid, and Ponter is going to at least shut one down.
Yeah, Ponter able to go ahead and get started off along with VSM, and man, they are making clean work of the roster of players. It leaves it all down to Spinny. He's the last man standing. The XMIBR man. Gonna have to look to try and find his way into this, but I don't know if he's gonna be able to. Peering through, he goes ahead, spots out one. His head goes below the cans, and unfortunately for him, he won't be able to. Well, now as we see them looking to edge their way up, shots sing on through, and there it is from CHAY. Gonna be able to get started off, maybe a bit over-invested into the fight, and certainly Fioris was as well. We're gonna see them all gun down, leaving it down into a 4v3. The advantage going the way of the players. Taco stuck.
VSM just going to be locking in up top. DCT down for the A4. He tries to hop down into a new angle. Going to get chopped down himself. For now, it's something like a 80 or 90%.
Rifle round forced up on the TropaDoTaco side as well. They've got the op in the hands of Fioris, and for the time being, they can't really make the move that they need. Well,
get hunted down straight up.
Yeah, I mean, they might.
Back.
Oh. That's so unfortunate.
God.
First shot's a miss. Hate to see it. Bit of util starts to get put down. Oh, ooh, there it is. Messy CHAY, messy, but still one out. Leaves us down into a bit of a man advantage. Of course, Spinny does give himself a 1 DCT. Not gonna be able to pull the spray through. It's gonna cost him his life, and we see another round go the way of TropaDoTaco there as the defuse comes through at 3-1. And you're gonna have to look at Ponter. Come up in a big way. The timing on the HE is actually great, but ooh, it doesn't get as much as I was hoping. Instead, we just see him all gun it down. VSM able to get himself out a double. Leaves it all down to Myth Button and DZT. The last two men standing here as the retake from TropaDoTaco looks inevitable. Information found on the opper. DZT closing the gap, gets spotted. And just like that, they have the information. They know approximately where those players could be. And as DZT maybe gets over-aggressive, we'll see if Fioris take his life away. Now Myth alone. 1v3, finds the first, needs to get another, but won't be able to connect up. And then say GG go next on this upcoming round. Which wouldn't be a terrible thing to do, and it's certainly not as they go ahead and make their way out to find out the first. That's VSM being eliminated along with Ponter and Taco. Uh-oh. Surviving.
Oh, man.
Kind of screwed it up, man. He needed to die for them to play for that.
Definitely. Especially with the op, can just post back, get one frag, not even worry about it. And there's about to be a huge fight. But first, I did not expect it to come through lower to begin with. A little bit delayed for Taco up top, who Myth is just going to be putting out. But Farias right back on that line, Ducade. He has just sent out one in middle, bringing TropaDoTaco back to a 3v3, but that's quickly washed. I'm still waiting for this player boost up. Finally,
there we go.
Down. But CHAY.
I mean, that's it. Another round. Players most likely about to go ahead and play for the tie coming up. I'm not sure what the economy.
Yeah, and already first star out. I mean, a player left at car. Taco, give it your best shot. Fires away at 1. At least gonna get that. You know, dust to the barrel scene. Myth just sees what? Oh, it's a backpack, and now the entire hip ripped off through gate or whatever he needs to see. Yeah. I think it was at 18, at the one that like Sin and all of them were at. It was a huge one. JL as well.
Look at this. CHAY. Good kill there. Looks for more. Will be able to connect it up. Just like that. It's down to a 3-4, but the advantage. On the way of TropaDoTaco. This is the round that they need.
Maybe the lack of utility going to be not costing them. However, it's definitely the pace that has the players changed it up on the catwalk, and TropaDoTaco walked all the way to what it looks like the finish line. Now definitely here, just need to walk right over it.
No.
That second mid smoke up. It always kind of leaves the question in your mind. It kind of leaves an option play on the table for where they're going to exactly get to crawl. More so to get this for a little bit of control and room to maneuver, because right here, it's going to be off angles for these players. But what a shot from Spinny. It's VSM that's going to be also at the back of this site, and a larger name that has been taken down. Oh.
Now as Myth finds the frag on a 1, it leaves it all down to Fieras. Fieras, last man standing, stuck here on a 1v2.
Really chill out. I think the South American region, at least, you know, from NA, from us, earned a lot of respect in the last RMR cycle, but globally as well.
I will say one thing about South America was their style is very T-side heavy at one point. I think that has mellowed out to a great degree. We're seeing a lot more CT sides really coming up in a big performance. So I do think that's looking really good for them, but we'll have to see ultimately if they can go ahead and keep that up, and that's a good kill. It honestly could have held the trigger finger, but it'll cost him his life. Finds the kill on the 1. Leaves us down to Myth and Doc, last 2 men standing. VRS finds the frag, living it all down to Myth. Myth, last man standing, needs to find himself the 1v3. Won't be able to do it in that.
The players, can they take advantage of that? Wrong place, wrong time. I think Myth Butini gonna be caught in a bind here. Doc goes for 2. That shouldn't happen right now. It's a lack of nades. It's a lack of time. It's the most decisions that have to be made in the most small moments that come up that are smashed onto the turf by Myth Butini and the rest of the players who just hold down their ace site. Looking to get out with all 5 of these held down on long. You're not gonna be beating Farias on many of those peaks regardless. Honestly, they're going to be backing away from it. I was maybe prepared to see the hunt down at the end, but they let Farias give. Right here, TropaDoTaco getting ready to try and pass up to the site. The lurk is not going to come. It's going to have to wait for middle. They're waiting for the smokes to fade. They're waiting to just battle this out. It's a third head scene on top of the catwalk, and it's just going to be strangled. But it's actually by Ponce right here, still fighting around. Last player remains. It is Doc, who just held down this member last time. Scratch that. Myth Butini's up with them. They're in this ring, still fighting Dugade. Now Ponce throws another haymaker back, but Ponter is now going to be scratching this one.
Okay, thank you. Gosh. Alrighty. Ooh. Yeah. Ooh. Bad timing there. Not great positioning to be in with that up. You're just going to get found out really easily, especially with the help of the flash. It leaves us down to this 4v3 that advantage starting to go the way of TropaDoTaco, though. As VSM and CHAY find out the frags, of course, it leaves it down to a 1v1. VSM finds 1, looks for a second. The headshot's there, and there's Spinny falling into the grave as well.
I'm positive as to the numbers, particularly within strength. However, these A players are going to be finding a reason to try and just commit treason in middle, and Doc does a lot of damage onto the second player as well. TropaDoTaco now being put down to 30 seconds left. Dugade, they just wait too long every time, and on a middle crunch, that's gonna cost you.
No, it really is. It leaves us into a bit of a sticky situation. It certainly gets stickier.
Wait, they have
the players brought it down to a 2v4. CHAY, VRS. 2 players that are going to be looking to try and make this work, of course. They are moving super quick to get themselves over here towards site. CHAY's aware of that. In a really, really rough position, though. He'll be eliminated. VRS joins him in the grave.
The talk of the town, much like it was in days past. However, right now, they're hitting him with hard. They're hitting him with brass. And right here, they can try and get past the most experienced member of the players right now. But XNS, he's going to be putting them on notice. He's really going to do everything here. It's a smoke that's put down. They're looking for a ghost right now, but XNS seemingly haunting them. A minute 13. He can just stretch out of this smoke. His arm's going to be whipping back over behind him as right here, the players are kept in dust too, due to a play from now there's going to be a little bit more threatened in middle. It's not a molly. They can go ahead of this Dugade, but with 45 seconds to decide the rest of this dust too. It's Taco that goes stabbing in first with DCT, who has done so well to hold down B. And right here at the end, it's like we said, Dugade, they're showing some of their greatest strength here at the back of this site. It is B that is on lack, and you're going to be in overtime against the players who are not.
What do you think? Do you think this first half is going to be 2-1 TropaDoTaco, or do you think it's going to be 2-1 players?
I mean, I think it's easy to say the weight is falling to the way of the players. However, you can't argue with this. Oh, just getting burned out. However, they do find the timing, turning the lay on Cat. Their VSM does find that onto Myth, and turning the heat up at middle. CHAY does as well. However, he's going to be flipping this thing to the other side. Out long, this player has just gotten all the way out to Gandalf. What a read by Spinny to quite literally turn around and get that frag. Now down to the last line of defense. It's Doc, who had a great multi-kill in the first half to shut down this B side. And now on A, just not enough bullets. Not enough bullets right there, but damage done on the Ponter, but green grass for a bomb plant.
Yep, nope, he's got the chance for a bomb plant. He looks to bait him forward, of course he doesn't. Now as the plant goes down, the retake is on. We'll be looking to edge their way up. XNS. Ooh, the timing! As XNS closes it. That'll be all she wrote, another round. 5v4 the advantage, starting to go the way of players once again. I mean, you've got to look at TropaDoTaco to say, hey, what can you do to change things up? And, ooh, DCT. It's away with murder there. We'll find out one, but not another. Ultimately does fall. XNS is able to activate before he falls. And taking the B site for Ponter. It's a decent look. The problem, though, is he is all alone, man. He's got nothing he can do here.
Late in that first half, he had a huge hold on B, just like DZT is heating up in the second half. A huge hold that they put up to get to this point. But Ponter, he can still just be the stomper right out, and the USP is pulled by Myth. Can he just close the distance for a 1v3? Oh, but it doesn't happen. It is the truth. It is not a Myth today. It is the players who are coming back step by step.
Yeah, no, they really are, and that could be a problem. I mean, they're doing it a little bit late, but man, Myth finding a first is absolutely massive. VSM does activate though as XNS gets a frag, living it all down to the final two. VRs finds a kill, living it all down to the offer. Myth, he realizes that time's up. No more chance, no more time, and there's his life taken away. The final round of overtime does go the way of TropaDoTaco. It goes 2-1 into the favor of players, which is a bit unexpected to say the least. Misses an initial shot. That's not a great start. Molotov goes down. It's going to look to force out CHAY. Goes ahead, plays the swing off the back of a flash. Gets a kill. Looks for a second. There it is. CHAY Jesus, looking like Jesus, finds himself a 3-piece or a 2-piece. Sorry. And it leaves it all down to Spinny. Oh, he did get 3. I'm not crazy.
You know, certainly you're seeing his crosshair hit like that. I would question the actual reality of the hits right now. Spinny been put to a couple of these pressured situations now. At least going to be finding that on to CHAY, but TropaDoTaco, they are not done. Try and just close out the final chapter here. Or do we need to write a couple more pages? You know, when CHAY walks in like this, it's got me thinking we're going further. What a first-degree murder in long. That was oh my goodness, that was thought up, that was executed. Oh no.
Well, double OT it is. All right, that's all that can be done here. I mean, Myth, you're stuck. It's a 1v5. What a round. What a round. How brutal is that?
We're putting CHAY on trial like the Joker in Joker 2. Why did you do that? It's because I was a crazy man that was out for blood. We're no... VSM is not the player you want.
Oh, there it is. Good
I was
kill
going to
there.
say at the lurk, right? You want this guy to be a pack rifler amongst the bunch, and we'll see if they're going to be missing that presence. CHAY going to be going right here.
There we go.
Ponter usually going to be aware of all these angles at B. Talked about him being the anchor earlier.
DZT tanked all the way down to 32 off the back of that. He was already rather low, but continues to be so. And now?
Oh, I don't know.
Ponter Fiaris.
Oh.
Right back and forth with Taco. That will be TropaDoTaco. Well, here we go. Ooh. CHAY for a second there. I thought he missed him.
DCT getting active this time. It's TropaDoTaco that is not fighting themselves against the clock, because right now the players are trying to beat it. And check your stopwatch, Jugade. It's 50 seconds into this thing, and you're already in a 2 versus 4, and death is on the door for Myth, and he is sent straight to hell. It turns out that line wasn't too thin between the heaven of them coming out of this thing with the win and the hell of coming below in the overtime loss against TropaDoTaco. It was back and forth so very much, but the players, they put us in this position. However, it's TropaDoTaco that bustle out their own map pick in the end, Dugade.
Go, go, go! Hey, stop! Why open cases here when you can open them cheaper on CSGO Fast than on Steam? Open the first case for free. Grab rare, awesome skins. Use the promo code to get a bonus. Link in the description.
Well, now as we see them starting to make their way up, players, they have really circumnavigated this team. And uh-oh! Well, Fioris just overran and overwhelmed. Brings it all down to the final man of CHAY over there towards site. He realizes that he needs to go ahead and isolate this well. And he starts to, finding the first, but no more than that. He really needed to get DZT there if his team wanted a fighting chance into this round. But instead, it slipped down into a 2v4. And
really a lot of chance unless Ponster really needs to land every single punch here. DoTaco's back to CT. Doesn't need to see those that are further into backhaul, but Doc, he actually takes that initiative himself. Is going to be putting Ponster down. So Taco with the kid in the dualies is just going to be left alone so sorely for him. Getting out is going to be the precision. Just don't get me wrong, I'm not giving you too big of a criticism for forcing in round 2, right? It's not the rarest thing in the world, however. You gotta stand on this in the next round, but CHAY, what is this? Not even peering in, gets a Galil and gets out. Oh, just chopping down Farias on the 5-7. Dugade in the most absurd of circumstances. They give away a lot of information there, Dugade, jokes aside, going in and using 2 Molotovs to clear top car. Might as well take the contact in that and have the surprise. Now there are all these players already in position because you gave that up. This was kind of a quick mistake there that is quickly put out. Dude, Ponter is a Nico, but he's toting a 5-7.
yeah, no, that was absolutely mental. Maybe an overswing. I assume he thought his
delivers on time. And here, Farias tagged up on the op. Not going to be seeing anything, but now into his court, he can at least dribble back to mid, as right here, they can bleed this back up, needs the support through lane, and right now the weight is coming down. But look at this, a well-timed smoke and frag by NESSE.
Yeah, no, it leaves it all down into this brutal position if you are the side players. So down by 2 now, and well, CHAY, TropaDoTaco, another reset would be incredibly brutal to deal with.
Oh, man.
Just spinning. Starts us off. It's looking like things are going to be going well, and they certainly do. DCT gets one as well. Ponter falls away, leaving it all down to the last man on site. That's VSM. VSM, he's been one of these players to really watch out for. Now, his shot rings through. Ooh, not going to be able to find it, though. Play for the tie once again.
Right now, sitting at 1-5. With an op up and the big green into Farias to just take the swing. But that was a lot of damage that just happened onto Spinny. The job is...
Well, now as they look to make their way up, it comes down to Farias here at range. There is no smoked. And that's going to be a major problem. And he's just able to line them up, man. Just a bit of a shooting gallery. Of course, NESSE does respond back. I got Farias. Little does he know, there's actually a player still on site. Has to really feel the bitter edge of economy if they're not too careful.
Boosting up. Oh, that usually doesn't go as well. CHAY alone on an island. Seeming like he is at least calm to try and survey his surroundings. But right here it is.
You haven't gone for the information that B is clear just yet. Doc, he's starting to. But I think they pulled the trigger too early. Taco finds double. And just like that, NESSE is all alone and dealt with.
Making this a 1 versus 3 for Doc right now. TropaDoTaco are going to be hearing this thing. Yeah, and obviously locked up. This is VSM we're talking about. Take it now.
He's going to leave it. He's going to leave it.
Walk into Boiler. They're going to take it there, but it's the timing. And CHAY takes a frag like this. They're all going to be looking to the top of car. Does it even matter that's VSM's on the flank? He got 2. It's going to be postured up for them, as the majority of these players are actually going to be barreling through here on lane into the awaiting arms of VSM. Who, you gotta understand, look, with VSM having some cash money in the name, that's what he's raking up in the game. That's 2 that he's gotten up right here, and Myth is all that is left for Tropa to get an 8th.
Oh, you can buy up utility into the next. But just make sure you don't die after time. If you do, that control long. That is brutal. Fieras is able to go ahead and find himself out a kill. Of course, we do see Exodus come up in a big way. Fieras finds out a frag before he falls. That does the trick to leave it down to a 2v2.
Panzer walking it
Well,
up.
there it-
They take the higher percentage of plays, and while there could be those little wrinkles by the players, these are ones that they're favored to win. In the defense, where they hold the line, you get a little too overzealous on the offense, and now your post plant starts to show cracks.
Oh, it's got the way up. Shots start to ring through. Exodus able to find out one. We do see Chay Jesus find out a kill.
Oh, man.
Fieras falls. Chay left in a very, very rough position. Ponter, though, able to find himself out of double. Ponter, now alone, dealt with as well. Now, as we see them starting to make their way up, they're playing hard, playing aggressive, but the shots and the flashes go a bit awry. VSM able to find a kill along with Fieras. They open up mid, and just like that, they've gained themselves some control. Smoke goes down towards long. There's still a player to deal with over here. It's Spinny, and, well, no, sorry, XNS, and
Their life, line in a piss-around victory, and it's just shoveled out of the go. He's joined the club.
Oh,
He's got the MP5 out. He's
There it
chasing a
is.
kill down. But thankfully, it's deservedly getting them right in the butt. It's nipped straight out of it. So is the timing. And right onto Ponter, and they're not finding anything else.
rough position to be in. And a Smith button gets out one there. Hello?
Surely not, right?
I mean, it's Chay.
Oh, surely. It's Chay.
Oh, no.
It's Chay, and
Oh,
he's
no.
going to be showing them today.
Oh.
He's going to play with them around this pillar. And,
No.
perfect in a Swiss stage where they went 3-1 last time. Going to have to be riding that same banister. Not done out of this Inferno yet, but it's pretty damn close. It's Varius.
Oh, man. There we go.
Fine. Oh, but the peak comes in. Yeah, that's a reasonable matter, but the 3v3, and now my expectations shatter. Taco, he sees a player with a knife out in Duke 8. It just keeps going back and forth. But
You're just gonna let it tick down. You have eyes on it. Oof. Well, that's how you do it. Good stuff there. Nicely done. Around goes the way of TropaDoTaco to close it.
E aí, gostou dos melhores momentos de hoje? Não se esquece, as estatísticas estão aqui para você analisar. Pausa o vídeo caso você queira ver e acompanhar tudo certinho. Sua inscrição e seu like aqui embaixo é muito importante para a evolução do canal. Te vejo no próximo vídeo. Fui!